Hello everyone, this is Void Spirit. I'm here to bring you guys amazing fanfiction that you will surely enjoy. But before we start, please subscribe and like the video for more amazing content.
CH68. Invasion I. Back in the Cardinal world. After the defeat of Michael, Benimaru ordered his men to advance towards the shore of the Eastern Empire. They will take the enemy commander that Michael spoke of. How's everything, Benimaru-san? A man asks Benimaru. He had blonde hair, golden eyes, wearing golden armor and a white cape. His name is Masayuki Honjo, the emperor of the Eastern Empire, the reincarnation of Rudra. Beside him was a girl with blue hair tied in two buns. She was wearing a Chinese-style clothing with golden dragon design on it. After all that cocky talks, they just bring a lowly soldier. But I'm also wondering, how is everything? Velgrin said. Everything is going as planned, Masayuki. Do know, Velgrin-sama, Benimaru replied to the two and continued to speak. And we also receive the go signal to use those new technologies from Rimuru-sama. You mean those things they called magic jets? Masayuki asked. Yes, those things, Benimaru said. I still can't believe that those kinds of things are available now. That silly little brother of mine, well, he's 10 times better than Veldora. After the Tenma War, Velgrind and Velzard accept Rimuru as their younger brother and both became overprotective when it comes to Rimuru. Well, Velgrind first didn't want to recognize Rimuru as her younger brother, but because of Velzard declaring that Rimuru is now her younger brother, Velgrind had no choice but to accept Rimuru. Now we sold finish this so that we can go to the other continent, Benimaru said, and ordered his men to advance and finish the last remaining force of the invaders from the Shield continent. Asterisk. Meanwhile, in the enemy camp, Raven is still stinging on his chair waiting for the report of his subordinate. Is there still no news from Michael? Raven asks the person in his front. As of now, there's still no news of Sir Michael and the attack force, sir, the soldier replied. Raven just sat in his chair thinking what could have happened, since this is his first time having a feeling of death in all his conquest. He never felt the way he is feeling right now, the feeling of death that is in front of him. He's been thinking this way since they arrived here, and while he's in his thoughts, one of the soldiers screams. Raven immediately went outside of his tent to see what was happening, but all he sees is chaos. His soldiers are being slaughtered one by one until. Kufufufu, you must be the one commanding officer in this army. A man with black hair, golden eyes, red pupils and wearing a butler clothes is standing behind him, having a menacing smile. Who the hell are you? Raven asks the man. Kufufufu, forgive me for not introducing myself sooner. My name is Diablo, a name given to me by my master, the great Rimuru Tempest-sama, Diablo said while doing an elegant bow. Rimuru Tempest, never heard of him. State your purpose for coming here. Kufufufu, isn't it obvious? I came here to capture you and take you as a war prisoner, Diablo said. Don't make me laugh, Raven said as he takes out his sword and covered it with his magic and launching it towards Diablo, attempting to cut Diablo down. But Diablo just dodged his attack with elegant movement befitting to be called a combat butter. How? Why can't I hit you? Raven said as he tried to cut Diablo multiple times but failed to do so. It seems that you are already at your limit. Let me help you, Diablo said as he used his ultimate skill, Temptation King Azazel, and used its sub-skill Temptation World to inflict mental damage to Raven. After Diablo active his skill, Raven screams in pain, for Raven has seen himself die a million times, experiencing pain for countless years. His hands are on the ground scratching the ground. His fingernails had been torn off, but it's only a minor pain compared to the pain that he is feeling mentally. Fizz. No more please, Raven begs Diablo. Oh hiya, you're broken already, Diablo said as he stopped the use of his skill. Now I will appreciate it if you answer a few of my questions, Diablo asks. I'll answer, just please spare my life, Raven said. Very well. For the first question, can you tell me who you are? Diablo said. I'm Raven Seldom. I'm one of the 12 prest of the 8 Celestials. I'm also the commander of this army, Raven replied. I see. Now tell me about everything that you know about the other continent and the so-called 8 Celestials. Raven then proceeded to tell all that he knew about the Shield continent. When he was about to talk about the 8 Celestials, his chest burst open and a person spoke. Your betrayal is expected, Raven. Raven tries to say something but his got burned without trace. You seem to not value your comrade, Diablo said. Value? They are nothing but tools for us to be used, every single one of them. Be grateful, lowly demon, for I, Luzuru, one of the 8 Celestials, will be the one who will destroy all of you lowly monsters, Luzuru said with a cocky attitude. Oh, seems that you human have gotten full of yourself, Diablo said. As the two had a staring contest, and in the next instance the two moved to attack each other. Asterisk. In the Holy Empire of Rubrios, two human figures can be seen standing in the sky. Standing against them was a girl wearing a black gothic dress. She was floating in the sky with her two beautiful black wings. Her red eyes are glowing as if she had found her prey. Her silver hair blowing sideways because of the wind. If anyone saw her, one would bow down because of her beauty. So you are one of the so-called demon lords, one of the men said. Ha ha ha, I didn't think that a beautiful girl such as you will be one of that lowly demon lords, the other man said as they laughed and had an arrogant attitude. Indeed, I'm one of the 8-star demon lord Luminous Valentine, and who might you maggot be? Luminous asked the two. There is no need for you to know our name, for you and your people will soon die, said by one of the figure. He is right, but I'll just tell you that both of us are one of the 8 celestials that will purify this unholy land. Well, you had a pint, but the one who will die here is the both of you, Luminous said as she takes out her night rose sword at lunch and attack the 2 celestials. Asterisk. On the Shield continent, the Resistance army is being confronted by the 4 celestials and their army. I didn't expect for the almighty celestials to be here of all places, Adam said. Do you know them, Adam-san? Asked by Shirori. Ah, they are the head of the state in this place, and it is said that they are the ones who received the soul fragment of God, Adam said. Huh, aren't that just an excuse to control this place and the people here? Kurumi said while looking at the 4 celestial who is standing on the other side of the army. Yeah, they are nothing but a corrupt individual manipulating the entire government, Adam replied. On the side of the enemy, the 4 celestial that is on the battlefield are talking about each other, and the 2 exceptional beings are on the side of the resistance. I hope those 2 can entertain us, one of them said. Asterisk. Meanwhile, in a dark room, the first celestial Ivan is left alone. Is it a good idea to send the others to the battlefield? Ivan asks. In the shadows, a man spoke. Why are you worried about those lowly beings? They are nothing but a competitor for you. Right when they are gone, the whole country will be yours, the figure said. I guess you are right, they are nothing but a mere pawn, Ivan said. And the figure of the man who spoke earlier vanished, only leaving a word. Do entertain me, mortal, ha 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 ha, for all of you are nothing but a paw for us 2 to get our revenge to the 7 primordial demons. CH69. Invasion 2. Diablo and Luzuru are clashing their weapon against each other. Diablo uses his black claw to attack Luzuru, aiming for his neck, but Luzuru blocks his attack using his gauntlet. Kufu, for a human this strong you are worthy to be my opponent. Diablo didn't uses his demon lord haki to test Luzuru because he knows that Luzuru will be able to withstand it, so Diablo decided to use a physical attack to measure his opponent. Ha 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 ha, for a lowly being you have some amazing potential. Tell you what, join me as my subordinate and I shall give you more than what your current master gives you for your service, Luzuru said with a cocky grin on his face. Are you saying that I should betray my master? Diablo said. His smile from before is now gone, his face is now replaced with a serious look. Indeed, I'm sure your master is nothing but a lowly being that we will destroy, Luzuru said. Diablo didn't said anything. For him, disrespecting Rimuru is a crime worth of lifetime punishment, and Diablo's loyalty to Rimuru is unwavering. This is true but for all of Rimuru's subordinate, not only Diablo but all of them, including the people of Tempest. Everyone believes in Rimuru because they know that Rimuru will do anything just to protect them. Why are you still thinking it's a good deal, isn't it? Luzuru said. Kufufufu, disrespecting Rimuru-sama in front of me is a crime that needs to be punished by millions of death, Diablo said as he unleashed the half of his demon lord haki and attacked Luzuru, who was shocked not because of Diablo's reply but because of the pressure that Diablo is giving. Luzuru, who saw Diablo attack, ducked his head to avoid Diablo's claw, but as soon as he raised his head he was met by Diablo, who is looking at him with his golden eyes. His red pupils is glowing while staring at Luzuru. At that moment Luzuru had been trapped on Diablo's Tamptian world and experienced endless agony over and over again until his final breath. A being like you don't deserve to live, Diablo said as he devoured the soul of Luzuru. I see there's nothing special about them, their soul is only that of a human, Diablo said, and he walks back towards where Benimaru and the others are. Asterisk. In the Holy Empire of Rubrios, 3 people are clashing against each other. Swords clash against swords, sending shock waves across the field where they are, and the ground below them had been full of craters. You 2 are so persistent, Luminous said to the 2. Ha ha ha, you are more than your look, little girl, one of the Celestials said. Hearing the word, little girl, made Luminous flinch and spoke. Did you just call me little girl? Luminous asked with veins in her head. Ha ha ha, he is right, you are a little girl, the other Celestial said. In all the years that I live, none had called me little girl. Both of you are on the same level as that overgrown lizard when it comes to annoying me, Luminous said as he was about to burst with anger because of the mockery of the 2. The two, seeing her angry, just laugh at her and continue their mockery. Luminous, who had enough, use her ultimate skill to forcefully turn the day into night, and Luminous power skyrocket by 100 folds. Everyone in the cardinal world is in shock when the day sky turns and became the night sky. The two celestial who had been laughing now had a surprises look, as they themselves didn't expect this. Asterisk. In the ice continent, Guy and Velzard are having tea when all of the sudden the Who world became dark, surprising both of them. Well, would you look at that, I didn't expect her to be able to do this, Guy said with a smirk on his face. What do you expect, Guy? She is my little brother's fiancé after all, but I have to say I didn't expect that she's this powerful, Velzard said, and she continues to sip her tea. Well, you're not going to participate in the war with the other continent, Guy? Velzard asked Guy if he was interested in the ongoing war. Nah, it will be a waste of time if I join, and besides, those people from the other continent are already dead the moment they declared war on Tempest, Guy replied to Velzard. Meanwhile, in other countries, everyone is in chaos, not knowing what to do. In the Eastern Empire, Velgrind had a shocked expression but was able to pull herself back. Meanwhile, Diablo is laughing, saying things like, as expected of Luminous Sama, while Benimaru and the others are just nodding to Diablo's words as they continue to prepare to depart to the other continent. Asterisk. In the Shield continent, everyone had a confused reaction. Some had fear and some even fled the battlefield as the day sky turns to night without any warning. The four celestial who is standing on the battlefield also had a confused look. The same goes for Shiraori and Kurumi. What happened? Why does the sky turn night? Kurumi asked. I don't know, but if I'm not mistaken, this is a work of a skill, Shiraori said. Shiraori is a bit knowledgeable about skills since Rimuru told her about the cardinal world and how skills work, and she possesses skills herself. Asterisk. Back to Luminous and the two celestial. Luminous power had skyrocket and the two celestial who saw her had fear in their face. Now I'll take you both seriously, Luminous said as she points her Night Rose sword towards the two. Well, she can defeat the two without using her ultimate skill, but because of the mockery of the two her patience reaches its limit, and because of anger she activated her ultimate skill. When the two celestial heard her word, one of them tried to run away but got cut in half by Luminous, who moved so fast that the eyes of the celestials can't see even if they are at a level of an awakened demon lord. Luminous speed and strength far surpass their own. Even if Guy fought Luminous, he will have a hard time defeating her. What in the... Before the other celestial can finish his words, he also had been cut in half, not knowing what happened to them as they both depart from this world. HMMPH, all bark and no bite. I think that's expected of a cocky human like them. I should also probably go to that other continent and see what it looks like, Luminous said as she deactivates her ultimate skill, and she sent thought communication to Roy, Lewis, and Guthar that she will go and check the other continent. After that she flows towards the direction of other continent. Asterisk. Meanwhile, after the sky turns back to normal, the soldier of both sides in the resistance started to attack each other once again. I don't know what happened, but should we end this fast? I agree with Ganassi, we should end this, a celestial named Riva replied. Then how do you propose we end this? Preguius asked. How about we start with those two over there, Lake said while looking at Shiraori and Kurumi's direction. Lake had a point, we should kill those two first because they can be a torn later, Ganassi said as he walked toward Lake. Then it's decided, we four will deal with those two, Preguius said. Isn't the four of us against those two is a bit overkill? Riva asks the tree. Well, if you don't want, you can just stay here, Ganassi said while having a huge grin on his face. Wait, I didn't said that I won't join. Then the four of them flew towards Kurumi and Shiraori's location, landing in front of the two, leaving a huge hole on the ground as they landed. Ha ha ha, you two are really beautiful when up close, Ganassi said. Ha ha ha, you are right, I'll have fun with the both of you later, ha ha ha, Lake said with lustful eyes. You two haven't changed, but I have to admit they do look beautiful, Preguius said. I hate the two of them, they look more beautiful than I am, Riva said. May I ask who you four are? Kurumi said. Oh, there's no need for you to know our names since you two are nothing but an insect in front of us, Preguius said with cocky grains. Shiraori is just quiet, but inside her emotion, at burning like crazy, and at any minute her anger will explode. Asterisk. In the Eastern Empire, 15 airships are in the sky heading towards the Shield continent, escorted by multiple jets. They look like the F-22 Raptor of the modern era, but instead of using a jet engine, it uses magic to generate the necessary thrust to make the aircraft fly. It's capable of surpassing the sound barrier. It's been one of the projects that Tempest and the Eastern Empire had been working together to create with the help of Rimuru and some other worlder. And it took a few years just to make one operational, and now they are flying in the sky. On board of one of the airship are high-ranking officials of both Tempest and Eastern Empire such as Benimaru, Diablo, Veldora, Masayuki, Velgrand, and Calgorio just to name a few. On the other airships are boarded by their army. For some reason, Veldora joined this crowseat saying that he wanted to show the enemy how foolish they are but got beaten up by Velgrand, and now is like a statue sitting on one of the seats on the airship. End. Asterisk. Hello. New chapter like always, hope you like it. Sorry if this is a bit confusing but yeah, I still hope you enjoy it. If there's a mistake please bear with it, I didn't have enough time to professor read it.